Hey everyone! Today we're going to be doing a lower body wake up. So this is specifically designed for the morning when your joints are feeling a little bit more tight, but obviously you can do this at any point throughout the day just to give yourself a little bit of a wake up. So we're going to be starting in tabletop today. And first I want you to engage your core and find a little bit of length through the spine. Now you're going to extend your right leg back and your left arm forwards, and then you're going to bring both back down towards the ground but just hover them. Now keeping the strength of the core, I want you to press back through your right foot. So really think about pressing back through the heel as though you're finding resistance and you're pressing against a wall. We're going to do this 7 more times. Trying to keep right hip bone down, so pointing your right hip bone towards the ground. And this should start to feel a little bit of warmth through the right glutes and the back of the right leg into the hamstrings. 3, nice and controlled, 2, and 1. Well done. Taking both the hand and the knee back down to the floor. We're going to open the right knee out to the side, but try to keep it turned in so it's not going to go too high, and then bring it back in. Knee out to the side and bring it back in. 8 more of those. 8, 7, try to keep your core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2. And this last one we're going to hold, and then you're going to extend the leg out to the side. Again, really trying to keep the right foot pointing towards the front of your mat so it's not turning out to the side. 7 more of these. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You should feel a little bit of warmth now in the outer right hip. Just spinning around so you can see. Coming onto the other side, we're going to extend the left leg back and the right arm forwards, and then back in, but just hover. Don't actually take them down to the floor and then back out. Remembering not to go too high with that leg and not to arch the spine. We're trying to keep everything nice and contained, left hip pointing towards the floor and really driving that left heel back. Squeezing into the left glutes so they get nice and warm. I'm going to do 3 more. 3, 2, really press, and 1. Taking the hand and the knee back down to the floor. Left knee opens to the side, but thigh still pointing towards the front of the mat. Bring it in and out. 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold this last one, extend out to the side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. So tucking your toes now, sending your pelvis back towards the heels. Just walk the hands back and release your lower back. Let your head drop forwards. If it is early in the morning for you, this drop of the head might feel a little bit too much for your spine. So you can always take your hands underneath your forehead to give yourself a little bit of support there. Keeping your head nice and heavy, take a breath in. And as you exhale, take your knees to the edges of the mat, so nice and wide, big toes touch to the back, and just untuck them and let your hips sink down. Reach your arms forwards, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Now as you inhale, curling through the spine like you're coming into a cat pose. And as you exhale, release it back into your child's pose. Inhale, curling up into cat. Exhale, releasing into child's. Inhale, curling up into cat. Exhale, releasing into child's. Really think about the movement in the hips. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Bring yourself back up to tabletop now. Just bring the knees back in so they're underneath the hips. Step your right foot forwards. And then you're going to come up into a lunge. So from here, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. We're going to tuck the toes and lift that left knee just a little bit away from the ground. Whoop. Keep your balance by pressing down through that right foot. Keep the glutes engaged so there's length through that left hip. We're going to take 4 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, knee comes down to the ground. Then we lift the arms up with the inhale to take a stretch. Do that 4 more times. With the exhale, it's pulse. 3, 2, 1, and inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up. You should feel really nice and warm now. Last one, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, take the hands down. Good. Just stepping the right knee back and bringing the left foot forwards. So bring yourself up into that lunge, making sure you're feeling nice and square. Left knee over left ankle. Tucking your back toes, hovering that knee away from the floor, finding that stability and balance, pressing through the heel of the left foot. 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, arms reach up. 4 more times. Exhale, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up. Twice more. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Arms reach up with the inhale. Exhale, take the hands down. Well done, guys. Stepping that left knee back. This time, right leg comes forwards. We're going to come into a pigeon pose. So you're going to wiggle that right foot over to the left hand side of the mat, sorry. Then you're going to lower your shin to the ground. Now, if you've got tight hips, you might have the heel right close to the groin. If you've got very loose hips, you might have the heel over there. I can't show you because I've got very tight hips. So we're going to lower the pelvis down towards the floor and then walk the hands forwards. Rest. You've got 3 breaths. If you need to come into a different variation because you've got any pain in your knee, drop onto the right hip and bring both legs into 2 90-degree angles and then fold yourself forwards. Breathing right into the back of the body and releasing yourself forwards, trying to relax your jaw, really think about the breathing here, focusing on a slow and steady rhythm of breath. Last breath. And then bring yourself back. Just switching legs, step the right leg back, bring the left leg forwards. Again, you can take it to any angle that feels right for your hips. There might be some space underneath that left leg, that's okay. And you're going to walk your hands forwards and rest. Again, if it doesn't feel good for you in hip or knee or anywhere, drop onto that left hip, bend up both knees, both legs at 90 degrees, and then fold yourself forwards. It might even just be a tiny movement forwards if you've got very tight hips, or you might be all the way down. Don't judge yourself, making sure you're always listening to your body and just feeling into the sensations rather than thinking about what it looks like, so it doesn't really matter. Just letting yourself rest for another breath. And then when you're ready, bring yourself back up. Swing your legs around to the front and roll yourself down onto your backs. So bring your feet nice and close towards the pelvis, about hip width apart. We're going to do 4 hip raises. So we're going to squeeze the glutes, press down through the feet and lift the hips up. Then as you exhale, you're going to bring the hips back down. Inhale to lift the hips up. And exhale to bring the hips back down. Twice more, inhale, lifting up. Doesn't have to go too high, remember, if it's early in the morning, making sure you're still being mindful of how your body feels. Exhale, bring it back down. Now just bring your feet a little bit closer. These are the last 2 movements we're going to be doing. A little bit closer, press your feet down and press your left foot down, extend your right leg away. So knees are in line with each other. You're going to lift the hips up and down. And doing that 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Switching legs, right foot to the ground, left leg extends, knees in line with each other, lifting the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a nice big hug. Stretch out the lower back. Now part your knees. Take your hands onto your ankles and just let the knees draw out to the side as you relax the legs. Now we're going to roll the feet around in circles 5 times one way. Really articulate the toes, press them out, then scrunch them back in. And then let's take those 5 times circles round the other way. And if there's any other movement you want to do, feel free to do it. You can do some meditation now if you want to come into Shavasana, or you can just rest with the knees drawing out to the side and the feet together and just feeling into your breath. Whatever you need now, you do that. But I'm going to leave you here as it's been 10 minutes, and I hope you enjoyed. Any feedback, any questions, always let me know. Feedback in the comments or on Patreon or Mighty Networks if you're there. Thanks so much everyone, and I'll see you here again very soon. Take care.